Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And away we go from NRG Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
On the quick, right?
Shotgun now for Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
For David Montgomery.
So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. Now, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3-and-out, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
Oh, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, and especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Middle. Ready. Right in. Bombers, bomb. Captain.
Opening play, and Bo will throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That one connects. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Will Lutz.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Texans nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone, so the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Alrighty.
Give to Montgomery to start the drive. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
The ball carrier.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
All right.
They'll run again with Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He was brought down
a couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
First down.
It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Trying to force one through there. And now they face 2nd down.
Coverage on the play.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Montgomery gets it from the gun. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
He's got to gain a 6 there. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throw secured by Jaden Higgins. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
It's Montgomery on the counter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Nico Collins with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Oh, my son! Hey, kill! Ready! Olay!
Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good for a
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First and 10.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Oh, my son! Bombers! Ready!
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Downfield, this finds Waddle. Touchdown, Denver!
Complete to Jalen
The Broncos just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Texans 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Hey, South. Here we go.
They go play action with Stroud. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
To number 81.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it.
No gain on the play.
They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
18. What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Love a swap.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
A gain of
Double
3
coverage deal breaker
yards.
for a lot of QBs, Brock, but
And the
less so when it's a target you
Texans
trust.
first down.
You know, it's interesting, Kate. Even 20-something
First
years
and
ago,
10.
watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Montgomery.
And that one goes for a gain of
It's a
11.
gain of 11.
And it'll be first down, Houston.
That's another Texans
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose
First and 10
violence.
at the
They look for
43-yard
those
line.
opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Stroud off of play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play
Stroud's
defensively
pass
as that one falls
intended for
incomplete.
Foster Moreau.
And this is why
Incomplete.
scouts talk about a player's
Riley
closing
Moss there
speed, Kate.
defensively.
You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability and his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. To the air on third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line.
Taken. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Kill. Oh, my.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He's trying to push the field. Going for a waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route.
Stroud's pass.
And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
A 7-yard
Second and 3
pickup
now.
brings up second and 3 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
A give up the gut to Montgomery.
David Montgomery.
No luck
the
there.
ball
Ran that one
carrier.
right into traffic and went
Taken
nowhere
down
as a
right at the
result.
line of
It's going to be
scrimmage.
third down.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter one. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Dalton Schultz.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down. Stroud's going to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
You know,
on
Kate, I don't think I've
downs.
ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, my son.
Nix with it on 1st. Connects on the crosser. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Ready. 180. Hey!
Here he is on 2nd and inches. The Texans closing in, and they get to him. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Bo Nick sack.
Nice 44.
A loss of 13 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and less than a yard.
Ole! Middle. Captain.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
And the Broncos.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Chill. Ole!
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense to the line fast.
Bo Nick sack. A loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
Captain. Chill.
Nix looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. All the way, touchdown, Denver!
Nix's pass complete.
The Broncos take a 13-point lead.
Denver.
It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
21, Texans 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds the in route complete. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Handoff running right, Montgomery. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Riley Moss with that tackle.
He was taken down at the 50-yard
Hey, we know
line.
running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Stroud. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for
Couldn't connect with Jaden Higgins.
Incomplete.
And that brings up 4th and long.
It's now 4th
Kai
down.
Kroger on for this punt.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Oh, my son!
To throw, here's Nix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And finally, they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory.
A gain of 41
It's a huge
yards on the
pickup
play.
on the play.
That's good.
And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
1st down.
So fresh set of downs now from the
A
39.
41-yard gain. And the Broncos 1st down.
Ready! Captain.
On first down, it's Nix. Catch is made down the right sideline.
15 yards.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Broncos.
Throwing here, Nix. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Out of bounds.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Chill. Ole.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Catch is made in close.
Let's go to work.
And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
17 yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Oh, my son. Ready, my son. Oh, my son. Ready.
Now Nix. It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
28, Texans 7.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10.
South.
On play action, here's Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. That quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos take over as he records his 10th career INT.
First and 10.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Ready.
Second down. Here's Nix again. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Oh, my son.
On third down, here's Nix. And once again, they can't connect.
Nix's pass.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The kick by Lutz is good. And a big lead gets even larger, Bronc, before halftime.
31.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's set.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. As a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, Stroud. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Alex Singleton. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives, and now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum and build on this lead.
Captain.
Throwing on first down, Nix. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
38, Texans 7. Will Lutz.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
A gain of 19 yards.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first.
First down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 18.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Hits his running back. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Complete to David
when there's heat,
Montgomery.
that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4.
Oh, ready? 18. What's that? South.
Here's Stroud again. That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Oh, ready? 18. What's that? Tonight.
Again, Stroud. Finds Montgomery on the drop down. And he's taken down at the 30.
David
Houston calls it
Montgomery.
second timeout.
A
And
gain
they
of
still have
10
one in their
yards.
pocket for what's left of this
And
half.
the Texans first
So
down.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the
On the
30-yard
quick,
line.
right? Tonight.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Intended
Hey, I
for
get it.
number 80.
If any of their pass
Incomplete.
catchers have what it takes to beat double
It's now
coverage, it's
2nd
him.
and 10
The
at
kids
the
would say, he's
30-yard
him.
line.
That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Here we go. Let's go. Tonight.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2
That's
plays here
another
or just try the field goal right now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ah, for tonight. You. 18. What's that?
Undercrunch.
Tonight.
From the red zone now. Throw is caught. And he gets back to the line, but no more. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for
Fairbairn
Houston.
has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Oh, my son.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins.
J.K.
And he's into the front
Dobbins,
for a gain of
the
about
ball
2.
carrier. Tackle
This
made at
offense
the
is now left with some
38-yard
ground to
line.
make up a little bit here
It's a
on
pickup
2nd
of
down
3.
after that drive starts
Brings
with
up
a
2nd
very
and
minimal gain.
7.
2nd down now, they need 7.
Oh, my son.
They run the counter with Dobbins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked
Dobbins,
as
the ball
no
carrier.
gain, so Brock, that means 3rd
Tackle
down
made
coming
at
up.
the 38-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free.
Brings
So
up
they're left with 4th down here. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That
The
kick
Texans
cleared the
take
end zone
over 1st and
entirely.
10
It's going to be a
At
touchback.
their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Buggy. Here we go. Tonight.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Throw left side. Caught by Higgins. Dodges another stop. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind.
You know, those defensive guys, they will
It's a
tell
gain
you
of
that the sidelines are
25
best friend,
yards
right? A
on the
lot of these
play.
routes are trying to push the receivers
on the play.
and move the real
Out of
estate.
bounds.
Well, sometimes the
Offense
sidelines could be an
regains possession.
offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly
David
out of bounds.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Tonight.
Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll cross the 50 and start
David
pushing onto the
Montgomery,
opposing side of the
ball carrier.
field.
He's
He got
across
5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Tonight.
Blitz coming for Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. Big man chewing up the yards. And it won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line.
And the
So after that big
Texans
play, Brock, they
first
need
down.
just that final yard here on 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start the second half with some needed points. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Middle. On my second.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
I got him, man. I got him.
They've got a man in motion. Out of the gun, it's Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
11 more yards.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he carries it in for the touchdown.
Oh, Nick!
The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos continue piling onto this lead.
Texans 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Taking in on the ground here with Montgomery. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Brought down at the 37-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Let's go. On 18. What's that?
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Texans with the football and a chance to do a little window dressing here in the 4th. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. On 18. What's that? Tonight.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Brought in right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Complete.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Oh, ready.
Go.
On 18. What's that?
Roy.
Set.
From the gun, Stroud. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Well, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth
Here we
down.
go. 118. What's that?
Staying open. Staying open.
Tonight.
Desperation time here. This interception is also dropped, but they're still going to take possession as the incomplete pass forces a turnover on downs here.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Second and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Oh, my son!
Pitching it out to Dobbins. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for a Broncos first down.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. The strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking, and that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Oh, my son!
Putting the tight end in motion.
Ready?
Zone read here, this is Dobbins. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Oh, my son! Ready?
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready, ready, ready.
Design quarterback run here. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Broncos throwing 6 more on the blowout. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown.
The kick is good.
That one splits the uprights.
Makes the score.
And the Broncos tack on 7 more to their lead.
14. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hot.
Montgomery now up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans trying to do some window dressing. Second down now, 7 to go.
Robbie.
Here's Montgomery. And he's unable to get away from that
David
tackle. Good
Montgomery,
work by the
the ball
defense.
carrier.
Nothing gained on second down.
He was brought down by
That
Brandon
counter could
Jones.
never get started. Good
No gain
chance
on the play.
someone on that
Brings
line
up third
telegraphed
down
that
and
play
7.
because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off Alex Singleton! And the Broncos take over on his 5th interception of the season.
First and 10 at the
Let's see how they attack this
45-yard
first down,
line.
partner, from the 45.
Oh, my son.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him
J.K.
inside the
Dobbins, ball
40-yard line.
carrier. Henry
Cool thing about a
To'o
drive
To'o
starting
on the
run
stop.
like that, Kate, is it really just
It's
gives
a
you
pickup of
every
6.
opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do.
Second and
But as for
4
me,
at
I
the
like to reward that
49-yard
runner. Give it to
line.
him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. He cuts it right. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play.
Harris.
How about 29 yards
It's a
on
gain
that
of
play, partner, as they
29.
get the chains
That's
reset.
good for a Broncos.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Denver.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And we didn't need to reach the closing stages of the game for this one to be over. They had things decided and fans heading for those exits well before the clock reached zeros here in the 4th. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.